Alright, we have one from Poe here that also came in, I guess, not too long after that last one. Looks like Lukewarm Test Driven is beating it, but 49k indicates a pretty tough run. I don't think it's a particularly good combo, but it is Rector Flicker, who's a pretty good champ, so we'll see. Diligent tough, Double Explorer kinda tough, fell easy. Starters could be okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah, they're okay, especially if I get Dark Calling, but Dark Calling's good anyway. Alright, Dark Calling, easy choice. Combustible Wax with Dark Calling is sometimes questionable. Could just take the health. Double Umbra makes me not want to do Combustible Wax, I think. Yeah, let's go Mark of an Exile. I will do this because we got a pretty strong start. Whew, sketches. Oh, I'm tempted to do it. With Double Umbra, it seems probably pretty bad. It would not be... Yeah, with Dark Calling and Double Umbra, I don't think that's going to work. These are pretty bad, though. This is not worth the 15 shards. Probably just take the Trader's Quill, though. Could have took Teeth of Gold, but... yeah. Well, it's a unit draft with Double Umbra. We should try for it. Alright, we're going to put you guys in first. Suppose we don't need Ember, so I could have just put that Vetivery up top. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Put that there. We want these here. Should just put that in back. Whoops. We're fine with whatever may happen with these. Alright. So out of these, I would take the... maybe the Drippings. I was going to say the Purifying Cleanse, but... probably the Purifying Cleanse. We're just opening up Paraffin Enforcer if we can. We have a unit draft, we hope it hits. If not, we got that Remnant Banner. Either way, this opens up a bunch of stuff. I think we take the Space Prism over the Making of a Morsel. I think. Yeah. Okay, Baron will have to do. It's no Paraffin Enforcer, but it will have to do. Okay, Multi's decent. I can work with that. Well, guess the sketches would have been nice. I don't think I take these. To be fair, sketches would have a lot of units to remove to make Shadow Siege work, but yeah, I think we just stick with the Baron. We can work with multi-Baron setup. Basically just since we have a Hellvent, or a multi here. Multi and damage shield works. You know, it'll gain health. Especially, is it an early Hellvent? It is an early Hellvent, so we just want to Hellvent this thing as many times as possible. And we'll do a multi-floor setup, most likely. We wouldn't mind, even though we have Dark Culling, we wouldn't mind getting Endless, I think, on a Attuned Explosive. That's what we would be looking for if we go to a steel, but it doesn't look like we're gonna maybe go to any steals. That one, I guess, and the final one, so... At the very end, if we do find Endless, I could self-infuse the Tomb here, otherwise we just keep them separate. I don't think we need to be doing anything there. I could Intrinsic a Space Prism, and I think I will. Because we're probably not going to fuse anything into this Wickless Baron. I'll try this, though. If I can somehow get a Paraffin Enforcer, it would still be better. Okay, we can get a damage here and a slay. Guess we put that in the back because that's a wasted damage shield if we don't. 19 kills that. Could have that die. Now, do we think we're killing down here? Not super convinced that we are. Oh, that's all it took, huh? Alright. Well, Mortal Trade will lock in Relentless. That's for certain. How's the magic situation? Because we could just overstack with Dripfall. Then we don't need a multi-floor setup. Because I could also, if I think I can get a holdover on that Wicklash, I could make that just be a nice set of scaling. Because if my only scaling is Harvest, that's pretty slow. Overstacking also isn't the best with Harvests sometimes, because you run into issues with not having your own units die, which is a problem. But it really doesn't look like the magics on this map are good at all. So, probably just a drip ball. We could do a Making of a Morsel. Opens up Shroud Spike. I think I should. It's just okay scaling since we're not necessarily putting our best foot top. Hell, these are not great. Could get 10 extra damage to start with the Crucible Warden and more damage shield, which is not horrible, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth the shards. Check that first before we Hellvent. Could get rid of one immortal trade. I don't know what we're looking for there. Basically the Bone Dog one I think we would want. Yeah, I guess immortal trade. Well, maybe we throw them an Entombed Explosive and can maybe get Endless on it. So let's do that. It does hurt me a little bit right now to do that, but we're at 60 health. I think we can make that sacrifice, and we're going to have a second of these units, so I think it's okay. Do I set up in the bottom this fight? Because I can kill one with that Space Prism. I think I do. Get that dead. Get that dead. Kind of feel like we need to do... I think could tank all of these hits. So I can put this here. Do that once. We got a good reform pool here with these 3 units. I guess we want 2 of these to die. One wave remaining, we do want that to die this turn. This not dying this turn is not great for us. We should try to draw back into that in case we don't kill the boss here. Looks like we will though, so it's all good. Umberstone or Shroud Spike? I want to say Shroud Spike. I think the Umberstone is less needed when I don't have, or when I already have Multi-Strike. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I could take one more Wickless Baron to fuse in. Do I think I harvest 3 times a turn? If not, I should do the Morsel Maker actually as an essence. If I take it though, I have to keep it as a unit for 2. Are they powerful enough essences to justify that? I don't think that they are. I think we're better off just spending shards on other stuff. Pip often does make sense here. I mean, I do have this intrinsic Space Prism, but draw would help this Shroud Spike hit more often. But I'm not really digging for much here at the moment. I'm pretty tempted to take draw, or Pip. All I need to do is hit on a spell chain, but there's like no temples, unfortunately. It would be nice on my floor to be able to have 1 extra Pip And I don't want to spend a Hellvent on a Space Prism. So, pip. Easy Hell's Banners. Easy skip. And we'll get rid of Stewards for sure. They are by far the worst in this deck. Might as well take the money. We won't be getting shards much otherwise. Accumulator here is really good. That's what we want. We want 2 points of Accumulator. Multi-strike helps us. We would take it for free, I think. So now I could fit another one of these down there, but I don't think I want to. I would rather do this, that, give you one of those. So I really never drained that badly. Apparently. Damn it, fuck you. You and your rubber morsel bullshit. Yeah, this is pretty good. Does 5 health hurt or help us? I feel like it could hurt us, but I don't know. Maybe we take it. I'm trying to think. From here on out, even if I stay relatively low shards, most stuff will kill a 6 health tomb, right? So I think we take it. Remnant Host wouldn't be horrible. Am I going to regret not taking these other cards, though? Because this is AoE clear when pretty much the only option that I have at that. I have no magics that I'm hitting, though. But at least if I get, like, Pierce and stuff, it opens up stuff. I think I will take the Fatal Melting. Cave-In is worth considering. But again, as we said, I think with the deck I have right now, a 2-floor setup makes more sense. Yeah. So it just gives it extra damage, but that's okay, right? Does seem kind of weird to take another Wickless Baron here, potentially. Oh, that's a little bit redundant with the banners, but it's obviously better than the other crap. Okay, never mind. Helmet thing makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Makes my job easier. got the Crystal Cloak. This is where the Submitter went down. I wouldn't imagine I would have issues with this. I'm trying to think. We may not want to set up bottom floor though, because we want to eat up some stacks. If you know what I mean. Is armor 15 threatening here? I have full health, I should take it. Let me think. I mean, I gain a lot of health. And then I have another Wickless Baron. I think we just go in right now on the bottom here. I can do that later. We want our Ember right now. And this one, we'll have this one with melee weakness up here, just in case my bottom floor busts out. Plus, I guess this is gonna have to take on this fucker here. Yeah, we need to... Hmm. 76 eats up a lot. These both have damage shield. They eat up a lot. Let's see if we can get an additional damage shield or health. Okay, none of the fucking above. Yep, they're just dying here, so that works for me. The Shroud Spike sure has been a bit of a fail. So let's see what Poe might have done to have lost there. I mean, really when you have Shade Splitters, no matter, like, even if they didn't go some build that I'm doing here, between the plethora of, like, Dregs and Shade Splitters, this really shouldn't be something that gets you, because you can eat up so many of those stacks of stealth with just your starter cards. I don't know. I mean, I have a Flicker's Liquor. Would the Engulfed Smoke be better than the Mortal Entrapment? I feel like the Engulfed Smoke would be pretty okay. Really wants me to do this cave in. We skip those. Quick. Did the Extinguish went up in damage at least? Okay, this is our time to... No, it's not. I was going to say, this is our time to search for Endless, and there. If there's a magic that I could hit, it would be this one, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I want free removals. And, I don't know. Am I looking for anything at this Merchant of Trinkets? Not necessarily. Caverns could be good. I get 2 vortexes here anyway. I mean, I don't want to probably remove all of my drags. So what? When I remove these stewards, what is it beyond that? Maybe 1 immortal trade. Because if I go to the right, I could get, if I do miss on stuff for Fatal Melting, I could at least get its cost down. Well, I don't need the cost down, I guess, with my artifact setup. Probably Consume Remove Shroud Spike could be pretty good, though. Or if there's a Permafrost, I could Permafrost it, I guess. I think maybe we go to the right. Health is obviously useless to us because we've taken no damage. Caverns, Divine Temples. I think I go to the right. 30 power. Huh. This is not at all what I wanted. Permafrost. Well, let's say I do reroll and I find a Consume Remove. Am I gonna be sad that I Permafrosted this? I don't think so. I think with the Hell's Banners I don't even need to save a slot for cost reduction, so I think it's an okay Permafrost. Yeah. As far as cost reduction goes, just make stuff 0 for the Flicker's Liquor. Alright, we got it. I think this is okay. We want to replay that as much as possible. So, go there. I should have done that first. Forever Flame, I guess. I don't start with any attack, so I guess we could 30 this. What else am I going to spend my shards on, right? Don't think I intrinsic anything, though. I do need to get my shards. I can get 10 there, that's 75. We'll get there. I don't need to do any of this, so let's get rid of one of these. And one of those. But I don't need to spend any more on removals, but I had all that gold, I should use it a little bit. Okay, we're not killing any enemies here, and I'm not getting any, unless I get this, I'm not getting any, whatever you call it. I think we go top then here. Let's wait for the other melee weaknessed one up here. Problem with going top is one turn delayed always on our harvests. But that's just how it is. Do we care about this particular Wickless Baron? think I need all of the harvests up top, to be honest. This thing could just be an okay reform target. Okay, that's decent. Probably would have preferred a Baron in front there, but it is what it is. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think we'll be too sad to get rid of a few more dregs. May need one more pip upgrade, I'm thinking. So this won't die if I put it up here. And I suppose that's fine. Yeah, if I had a pip upgrade right here, we'd have a better spike, but that's fine. Damn. We're doing alright here. One more Shroud Spike or a Ratch? I think one more Shroud Spike's okay. I think I still do the pip. Alright, we go for Endless here, I guess. Or maybe a good Cavern. Definitely not any of this. Darn. Ooh. That's pretty good. Really. Sucks that I took a pip upgrade, but it's looking like I might be able to fit everything onto one floor here, potentially. Get rid of that. I don't know about... I guess what I could do is put... For 25 shards, I could go to 100, I could just put the Vetivery into this. It's basically a self-infused... It's actually better than a self-infused Entombed Explosive. Then it stays at that health. I think I like that. I think I do like that. And as such, I think a burnout makes sense on it. just in case I'm like engulfed in smoking or something. It's a good ring. So it's not endless yet. I think for this fight we should set up down here. We may earn more from this dying, I think. It's kind of weird, but what I'm gonna do is just, since it kind of just makes sense to do this. Really? You're not dying? So you'll clean everything up there. Let's just get another guy down here then. That'll die. Wouldn't mind giving that guy a damage shield. Now rolling. You guys are all dead. You guys are all definitely dead. I guess that damage shield was a bit wasted there, but sure. Just get that another turn. So far I've not cast one engulfed in smoke. But I think for divinity in particular it might be good. Keyword might. Okay, that can work. As well. Oh, it's living armor. Very ironically named. Resin removal and diligent. Probably. I don't know that it will really get through much to the boss. But I think it's worth it. Grovel has slight synergy with the Shroud Spikes, but I don't know if it has enough for me to care. I'm almost thinking about Crucible Extension. Yeah, I will. I think we really can go hard on just going into one floor here. Firestone Housing could help one of my guys out. We can still hit on Endless here. Okay, Firestone Housing probably gets taken then. We definitely don't want Chain of Gems, I don't think. So this guy that, you know, we don't want him to feel left out. Give him one more strike there. And no Endless, so we will probably just use our shards here. Yeah, since none of this is really all that good for us, we will just put Vetivery into this. No spell chain. I'm right at 100. I could go to 115 if I do this Crucible extension. By the way, this is a great example, by the way, of why I don't like to make 25 shard. I mean, arguably, even that 25 shard Vetivery essence wasn't that necessary, but I mainly just needed to get to my shard count, and I don't really want to do the Purge one here. But, you know, just going back to when I could have, like, self-infused the Wickless Baron, or I could have Morsel Maker Infusion, it just wasn't worth it, in my opinion, because then every time I Hellvent that unit, that's 15 additional shards on top of the 25. And I just have more shards to play around with to do things like this. Like, I probably don't even need this, to be honest, but like, this might even be better. But I think this makes sense. I want to, like, make that thing grow. So, otherwise, not much else to do. We could do Mask of the Penumbra. I guess I will do that. We'll just get rid of more dregs, I think. Oh, we don't need this. Get rid of that. Get rid of a dreg. We still want spells around for spell fodder, so... But we'll Hellvent the 1-pip Baron here. Guess the rest of the money just goes into... one more Purge for on a dreg. Okay. I guess we should do this to one of the dregs, just for the hell of it. You never know. Alright. Let's do this. Feeling quite alright about this. Okay, they started up top, but the Lightwing didn't spawn. That's a bit weird. I think we do want to go bottom for sure. I think I'm going to put the melee weakness in front, maybe. I hope that's not a mistake. Okay, this is a little iffy to be using this here, but I think I might have to. I don't know how I'm going to take them out. Could take them out with that Entombed Explosive. But I think I could probably sacrifice just putting one Baron up here. Does it just die though? It seems like it just dies. Oh, that one's 2-pip. Shit. Alright, well, we have to do this down here then. This floor is more or less secured. Put this here, it just dies. To put it up there then. It's either that or I could have just waited on it, but... roll one a bit here. Probably should have not consumed that one. Okay, we got that at least. And if I put that there, and that's dead, we're looking good there. Down for that. Ow. Alright, we can burn one of these. Alright, if you're doing alright up there, then I'm not super worried. Just make you have a little bit of that. Could be good. I'll do this one for now so that I have that one on permafrost. I don't know why I wasted an ember there. Keep forgetting I have Flicker's Liquor. Alright. We're good to go here. First 2 turns seemed a little bit hairy, but it was pretty smooth sailing past that. Now we can definitely set up at the top, I think, for this fight. Just wondering if that's what we want. Because I can get some... with this horrible start, we absolutely want that. And look how bad this starting hand is. I guess that's what you get when you don't have a thing, though. And by thing, I mean draw a grid. I'm putting this in front just because I feel like it benefits more from like a Shroud Spike. We have this here. Maybe I would have been better off just harvesting there. Okay, we do have that. I'm gonna try for this here. Maybe I should have put him behind then if this thing has lifesteal. Fuck. Damn. This thing could eat up more damage. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be so afraid of my guy, my Bookless Baron's dying since I have Dark Calling, right? I think I want to get this. Let's see if we can get a rubber morsel here. Okay, we can. So we want to go that into that. Then that. 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 put these in the pool still, I think. I know I have that Witless Baron in the pool, but its burnout is going to be so low that I guess it's just not worth actually doing much with. It's a good chump blocker, that's for sure. We're just looking for stuff to die here. Alright, good. Don't want any of that to leak. So aside from that bad leak, it's been alright. With 10 lifesteal, there's nothing that's gonna stop us. Alright. We get through it here. And the Baron got to come back on the floor and live happily ever after. Wait, did that say 69 damage taken? Let's do the math here. 70 to get from 70 to 40 is 70, but we have 71. That was definitely 69 damage taken. What I'm trying to say is it was calculated. So Hell's Banners and Flicker's Liquor and Forever Flame, that was some real redundancy there, but I'm not going to say that I was sad to have them. Cavern's really the winner here, though. Like, Caverns, and honestly, credit where credit's due, Baron's effect worked. It still isn't stellar, but it worked. And I think, that just shows that shows off Dark Calling when you don't roll into some draft bullcrap, I mean, we rolled into some bullcrap, right? Like, this is definitely very strong, but I would argue your typical Paraffin Enforcer draft type stuff is more powerful than this run. Because I usually get a flying kill with those, and I don't leak 69 damage in one wave, but that works. It was fun. Nice to have a Dark Calling run. And you see that it's just like a lot of people are way too keen on not playing Dark Calling on different floors depending on the fight. You know, it definitely helped us to in those earlier fights. The thing is, by the end of the game, you usually transition to the top, probably, unless you really rely on the actual scaling portion of Dark Calling, the reform portion. But this is really the best. This is the Deadeye Flint special right here. You know, Harvest 2, Dark Calling 1. Let's see what everyone else did. Alright, he also has the Harvest 2, Calling 1. The Remnant House, that would have been nice. I did think about that one, because that gets you a lot of harvests. Look at this Baron. 3 different multi-strikes. He did not find the melee weakness, though. He only needed 2 of them. That makes sense when they're striking that much. I just wonder if the survivability might have been an issue, but maybe he can lean more into that engulfed in smoke. He didn't leak anything in the last battle. He did leak a lot on Diligent, though. So where mine had some rough spots with Divinity, his seemed to have rough spots with Diligent. I mean, it honestly looks like we did a lot of the same stuff, though. You know, instead of finding... We found different caverns. Both are powerful. A trap shoot is powerful, but it's not as powerful as a melee weakness, so I definitely was a bit more fortunate in mine. But we see a lot of the same stuff here, you know, Intrinsic Space Prism, Baron as the unit, speculatively trying to have a burnout extension plan. So it was the Bone Dog, if I had chosen to go with that. That's interesting. But definitely some differences too, right? You know, it doesn't look to me like he's doing a multi-floor setup on most. Granted, by the end I wasn't either, but everything other than Divinity, we were basically doing multi-floor setups. And then Poe Wit with the sketches, wow. That is interesting. I admire the courage. And you know, to be fair, I think it could work. Obviously it could with the Shadow Siege, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think with 530 gold here, I can tell you the problem here. I mean, if you've gone sketches and you have Shadow Siege, why didn't you just hardcore remove all the units of your deck, you know? You removed a few of them, but there's still 4 Dregs, 1 Vetivery, 1 Entombed Explosive, a Train Steward, and a Baron. That's what, 8 units that are not your Shadow Siege? That's a very high chance that you don't get Shadow Siege out, and I'm guessing that's why he lost then. Yeah, I mean, you got just too many units. So 12 in total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. Am I counting that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's 11 units. Only 4 of them get pulled out. I mean, only 3 of them are Shadow Siege. That's not very good odds at all. Yeah, I definitely need to remove as much as possible there. I mean, even as I look at this, I would even take it a step further, and I would say at your temples. I mean, because here's the thing: you took sketches ring 1, you found this by ring 2. I would even go so far as to say that you should be self-infusing. I guess they did it with a Train Steward there, but even there, I'm like, I'd rather put the Train Steward into the Shadow Siege, or actually a Baron into the Shadow Siege. Did it here too, so 50 of these shards have already gone into removals, but only 1 Dreg was removed and 3 Stewards, so only 3 actual removals have been made by Ring 5 here. And that's just not how you want to do this. I mean, you want to have a potential, if this happens to be haste, I'd have to go back and check. Maybe this 5th ring didn't have a shop, but I'm pretty sure its 5th ring should have had one. If I remember how the maps are laid out, I don't think the game allows for a 5th ring without at least 1 shop at it. So there should have been some sort of shop, and they should have gone there and just gone hog wild on removals. I also just don't think I would take sketches here, though. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that I would take sketches here if I didn't see double Umbra and only 1 remnant. I guess that's my main issue here. It's like, I can make sketches work with Umbra, and assuming there's no Shadow Siege. I actually do think it's generally okay to do, but not when you're starting with Dreg Starter with a Vetivery with an Entombed Explosive. That's so many units that you have to remove. And then couple it with the fact that, it's double Umbra, right? Because Shadow Siege is not really what I'm thinking about when I go in on a sketches. It's so rare to find that. I'd be thinking, can I... Because I guess here's my thing with sketches with Umbra. If I was in a combo that didn't start with all these units, right? Say I didn't start with any starter units. All I had to remove were Stewards. I think it's absolutely fine to do sketches with it, because in most runs, let's say you end up having to go with like an Alloyed Construct, right, as your Umbra unit. In most runs, you aren't going to be able to go up top. You probably don't want to go bottom. You're probably going mid anyway. Except the sketches, and basically what your plan there is, if you don't find any sort of Shadow Siege or your other clan doesn't provide anything, you probably would have gone Alloy anyway on a run like that. And basically the plan from there on out is just to have Alloy be your only unit, and whatever your champ is, maybe it fits into that floor, maybe it doesn't. But either way, it's like, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, in the type of run where Alloy was what you needed to make work, sketches is still positive. It's a 2 Ember and 1 draw upgrade for your first round. Because Alloy, and basically any of the good Umbra units are going to cost you 2 Ember. And Alloy being the prime one. And it's going to set up middle unless you found wing technology or some outside edge case. So, you're basically going to always, most of the time, going to have to go middle. So it's not like sketches is untakeable, but I just think, going back to what we saw at the start, Dregs, I can take it with Dregs. You can go back on my channel, and I did that mini series on sketches, and I did a few runs with Dregs and showed that it's generally fine, especially with Dark Calling, honestly. You're just sort of getting whatever you want pulled out, and then you have stuff in the reform pool. But it really is mainly better if you're paired with something different, right? Like if I'm paired with something like Stygian or something, it starts to make a little more sense to do that. Or Wormkin. Wormkin would be a big one. Anyway, That'll do it for this one, though. That was a fun seed regardless. Got to do some dark calling shenanigans. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.